Hello. Good evening to all.
Hello. Good evening to one and all. Is my voice audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, audible.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, good evening. Yeah, thank you. I hope you have received yesterday's recording and material.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, thank you. Okay, in another 1 minute, I am going to start. Okay, let us not waste time. Today, let us start with the practical session straight away. Initially, first 20 minutes, I am going to do presentation. Later on, we will look into lab session. That is software part. Okay. So I hope everyone has installed Anaconda and you have launched the Jupyter Notebook.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Those who are having issue, please raise or you can chat in WhatsApp. I will solve it. So please make sure in another 1 or 2 days install Anaconda rather than ideally, because lots of advantages are there in Anaconda Jupyter Notebook. Yeah, 6:32. Yes, sir. Your voice is not.
Proceed, sir. Later I will ask.
Hello.
No, I installed.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Hello, Bharat sir.
Sir.
Anaconda ಯಾವುದು ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು Anaconda navigator
Anaconda Navigator ಅಲ್ಲಿ Jupyter Notebook has to be launched. Explain ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. I will recap everything, sir.
ನಿಮಿಷ ಇರಿ ಸರ್. Okay. Just you see my screen how it is visible. 1 minute.
So
Can you
last.
share my screen?
So last ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡೋಣ.
Okay sir. That's what.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Good evening to one and all. So today is day 2 of Python programming, and from today onwards we are entering into programming part. So if you are having any queries, please raise your hands during last 20 minutes. So or if it extends to another 15 minutes more also, no problem. So please ask queries at last. Okay. So that there will be a flow from my end. Yeah, is my screen visible to all? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes,
Thank you.
sir. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
today we shall discuss about data types, what are implicit and explicit line joining, type conversion, concatenation, and variable. Okay, so I will go very slow. So before entering into it, yesterday we have it is a recap. So yesterday we have learned about computational technology and introduction to Python, that is history of the Python, evolution of the Python, programming statistics of the Python, and so on. And we have installed IDLE and Jupyter Notebooks software, and we have written first code. So those who have not written first code, today in lab session we will start from first code. Okay. So those who are having issues in Jupyter Notebook, so you have to open Anaconda Navigator and Jupyter Notebook and press new Python untitled, change to first code. We will solve this. So print hello world. So here very important. So I'm going to explain you this. So this print hello world. So the print is nothing but the green color indicates function. Okay. So hello world. So these parentheses are in black color. Please remember in Jupyter Notebook. And hello world, what you are typing inside the parentheses is nothing but a string or integers, etc. Okay. So in Jupyter Notebook, I will explain you. IN means input. So IN refers to input. So IN 1, 2, 3, etc. So IN2 means print Python means. So green box indicates that you are at the present code. I will explain you in lab session. So green, whichever it is in green means you are at the present line. Okay. So shortcut key to run is shift plus enter. Please remember this. Shortcut key to run the Python is shift plus enter. Okay. So print, if you type capital letter print, please remember this capital letter print P instead of small letter. So it indicates in black color. So black color gives you error. Okay. Always it should be in green color. I will show this in Jupyter Notebook. Okay. So why? Because Python is case sensitive. So even small lowercase letter, uppercase letter matters a lot in Python. Okay. So coming to data types, these are fundamentals, which is very important. So let us go one by one. There are several data types. One is integer, float, string, boolean. Okay. So we will discuss one by one. So what in data types, I am going to start with integers, that is numerical literal. So what is the word literal? So in computer science language, it is nothing but the sequence of one or more characters that stands for itself. So if it is a numeric digit, it has a literal, we call it as numerical literal. It consists of digits 0 to 9. So plus or minus is optional. So the letter E is also used in exponential notation in our case in Python. Okay. So next, so if you enter 0, so if it is 0, so anything which is written with respect to 2, 4, etc., these are known as integers. If it is a decimal value, we call that as a float. So 2.5, 6.45, we call that as float. So anything with respect to decimal, we call that as float here. See here. So a numerical literal contains decimal point that denotes floating point value, or we call simply as float. Okay. So it denotes integer value, we call it as integer. So 10, 11, 12, etc. So commas are never used in numerical literal. Please remember this. So 2500, for example, I will take an example of if I take an example of 1500. So 1000 comma 500 cannot be written in Python. So no commas are available. Okay. It is not allowed. So next. So this is very important. Limits of range in floating point. So usually Python uses double precision standard format from IEEE 754. So providing in the range of C here 10 to the power of minus 308 to 10 to the power of plus 308. So with 16 to 17 digits of precision. Okay. So to avoid that, so one can expect if it is overloaded, we will get an output as infinity, INF. Okay, INF refers to infinity. We call that as arithmetic overflow. So if you multiply 1.5 e to the power of 200 into 2.2 e to the power of 210, so you get an output as infinity. So next, if you divide something big with small or small with big, your value will be 0, means underflow. So you will get the answer as underflow. These are common things. So how to avoid this small float value? So I will explain you in laboratory. So a few example, let us take this example during the explanation of lab. For example, if you type 1 by 3, you get answer as 0.33333. So this 0.333 has a decimal point up to 16. This here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I want to get only 0.33. How to get that 0.33? We will get to know in this slide only. So if you type input 3 into 1 by 3, you get an answer as float. Okay, 1.0. So there is, to avoid this 0.333 16 digit, I want only 0.33. That's all. So there is a known format function in built-in format function in Python. So the built-in format function can be used to produce numerical string value of a given floating point value rounded to specific number of decimal places. So if you type 2f means it will round off to 0.2f means only 2 digits, 0.33. That's all. So up to 2 decimal value. If you type 3f, so up to 3 decimal value, it is going to print. For example, 12 divided by 5 is 2.4. Fine. Okay. So 12 divided by 5 divided by 7 is 0.714. If you want only 0.71, so you need to type format bracket open 5 divided by 7 comma, so 0.2f, 0.2 float. So this is the answer. So for example, if you type format 12 divided by 5, I want 2.40. So type 0.2f in format, you will get answer as 2.40. We will check in laboratory. Okay, the same problem. So next data types, we will go with strings. So first one is integers and float is understood. Now we will go on to strings. A string literal or a string is a sequence of characters denoted by pair of matching single or double quotes in Python. So please remember here. So here I have taken two examples. One is print single quote welcome to Python, single quote close. So you get the output as welcome to Python. If you want exclamatory, that is a hyphen, that is it's or let's go, let apostrophe s. So if you want to type apostrophe s in a programming language in Python, you have to use double quotes. Please remember this. If you use here double quotes, no problem. It will print as it is. But if you want to print it's something or let's play, let's do the programming, or if you want to use apostrophes, so you have to enclose the string in double quotes only. If you enclose in single quotes, you get an error. Okay, that is what is important of single quote and double quote. Okay, so let's try with error also, same problem. Okay, now next data type is character. So this is only a few thing, only a character value, that is if you want to get the character function, character of 65 is A. It is with respect to ASCII, that is UTF, 8-bit encoding compatible with ASCII. So if I refer this file format, you get all ASCII codes. So order A means the value is 65. So for exclamatory, there is one number. For star, there is a number. For percentage, there is a number. For degree, there is a number. So if you have used solid edge, so if you want degree, we will press alt 0176. So 0176 is ASCII code. So if you press alt 0176, you will get degree. Same way, they have represented in character that is known as Unicode. So it is called as Unicode. Nothing much to do with this, only understanding is important. Okay. So next is control characters. If you want to control the characters, that is non-printing characters are used. So an escape sequence, if the sentences is big, so you need to use backslash. So for example, the escape sequence \n represents new line character used to begin a new screen line. Okay. So I have done this example. See here, print hello /n Python means it will go to new line. Hello Python. So print 1 comma /n 2 /n 3 means 1 2 3, it will come in order. If you want with respect to 1 here, next line means print /n 1 /n 2 /n 3. So if you type here, you get an output as 1 2 3 in one line by line by line. So this is how you have to use this /n. If the programming is more, or if you want to get the line to the next line, programming to the next line, or output to the next line, please use /n. Okay. So this is what is known as characters. Let us go with string formatting. You have understood the word string. Now let us understand the word formatting. So what is this format? This is also an inbuilt function. So it is an inbuilt function where you can control how the strings has to be displayed. Okay. So if I want dash here, so if I want to press hello world with a dash, so you have to use print format. This is built-in function hyphen dash, or you can put dot also. So if I want 20 times, so 20, this is number 20. So hello world format dash 20, here also 20 to 0. Same way, hello world format dot less than 30, here 30 will come, have a nice day. So hello world 30 dots and have a nice day is going to come. This is just a formatting purpose. If you are writing a book, so you can use all these things with respect to programs. So now implicit and explicit line joining. So what is this implicit and explicit line joining is? So sometimes a program line may be too long to fit in the Python recommendation. So maximum length is only 79 characters. So you have to use, there are certain delimiting characters that allow a logic program line to span more than one physical line. So this includes matching parentheses, square brackets, curly brackets, and triple quotes. So if you use that, so the implicit line joining will happen. Same way, explicit line joining will also happen with the help of /. It will enter to new line. So explicit // means program lines that end with a / that are not a part of literal string. So this is not a part of string. So it will go with next line. So this is an example. So let us understand this in future classes, implicit and explicit. If a programming line is big, how to write that? Okay. So next is Boolean operation. So this is one of the data types. So there are 4 data types. Please remember, make a note of it. One is integers, float, string, and Boolean. Okay. So Boolean is nothing but true or false. So if you type 2 is equal to 3, so answer is false because 2 is not equal to 3. Hello is equal to hello. Here capital H, small letter E, small letter L, small letter L, small letter O is equal to same. So it is true. If you write is equal to small letter H instead of capital letter, it will give false because Python is case sensitive. So one exclamatory is equal to means not equal to. So 1 is not equal to 1 means it will give answer as false. So please make a note of these symbols. One exclamatory mark is equal to means not equal to. Is equal to means is equal to. Okay. So greater means greater than, lesser, lesser than, greater equal to, greater than equal to, less than or equal to, lesser than equal to. So we will check this in laboratory simultaneously. Okay. So next is type conversion. This is also very, very important. So before going into type conversion and operation part, so let us have some of the hands-on session up to this. So I'm going to exit this. So I will teach you up to Boolean operation. Okay. Shall we start with the hands-on session?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So first thing is we will go with yesterday's part. So those who are comfortable with the Jupyter Notebook, please open with the Jupyter Notebook. So here you need to go with start. So start. So here if you press Anaconda 64, Anaconda 364-bit, if you click Anaconda Navigator, this symbol. Okay, it is a symbol of snake. So Anaconda Navigator will open. So this is about Anaconda Navigator. So usually in Anaconda Navigator, for you, everything will be in terms of install. See here, install is going to come. See here, launch means I have already installed this. Whichever tools I have not installed, it will show as install. Okay. So I have installed Jupyter Notebook. So I can press launch Jupyter Notebook. See here, launch. So it is a web-based interactive computing notebook environment. Edit and run human readable docs while describing the data analysis is Jupyter Notebook launch. So if I press launch, it will go to this screen, launch screen. Okay. So if you go to launch screen, here you can go with file, new notebook, Python. Okay. See, I'm going with this slide. Open Navigator, Jupyter Notebook, new Python, untitled. I will write first code program. So please do simultaneously along with me so that it will be useful. So here, if you see here, untitled. So
Sir,
right,
1 minute, sir. It is opening. 1 minute.
yeah, okay.
ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್, ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದು?
ಅದು ಇಂಟರ್ನೆಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೋರರ್ ಓಪನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. It will open in Internet Explorer. Sorry, Chrome. Whichever is your default Explorer.
ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫೈಲ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಅನಕೊಂಡ, ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಡೆಸ್ಕ್ಟಾಪ್, ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಿಚ್ ಒನ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಸೇವ್?
ಯಾವುದು?
ಜುಪಿಟರ್ ಓಪನ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಫೈಲ್ಸ್ ರನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಲಸ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತಿದೆ ಜುಪಿಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ.
ಜುಪಿಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ
ಹಲೋ ಸರ್. ಜುಪಿಟರ್ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಜುಪಿಟರ್ 6.3 ನೋಟ್ಬುಕ್ ಲಾಂಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಸರ್ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ?
ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದೆ, ಹೇಳಿ. ಹಲೋ.
ಅದು ಲಾಂಚ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ಇದು ಬರ್ತಿದೆ, ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ, ಅನಕೊಂಡ 3, ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಡೆಸ್ಕ್ಟಾಪ್. ಹಲೋ
ಹೇಳಿ.
ಹಲೋ
ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್.
ನನಗೆ ನಿಮಗ್ ಬಂತಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್, ಆತರ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ. ಅನಕೊಂಡ 3, ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ಸ್, ಡೆಸ್ಕ್ಟಾಪ್, ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಒಂಥರ ವರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಹಾರಿಜಾಂಟಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಫೈಲ್ಸ್, ರನ್ನಿಂಗ್, ಕ್ಲಸ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತಿದೆ.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಗೂಗಲ್ ಕ್ರೋಮ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಗೂಗಲ್ ಕ್ರೋಮ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಓಪನ್ ವಿತ್
ಗೂಗಲ್ ಕ್ರೋಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ.
ಕ್ಲಸ್ಟರ್ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಸರ್, ಈ ತರ ಬರ್ಬೇಕು. ಜುಪಿಟರ್ ಅನ್ಟೈಟಲ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ
ಈ ತರ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಈ ತರ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ.
ಹೌದಾ? ನೋಡೋಣ ಸರ್, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡೋಣ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ 20 minutes ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇದು ನೋಡೋಣ. Let us see sir last 20 minutes. ನಿಮ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡೋಣ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ 20 minutes. ಓಕೆ ಸರ್. So here I will type day 2 2. Okay, so here I will go with first program print hello world. So here print hello world. Okay, see here green color indicates this is function that is
ಭರತ್ ಸರ್ ಮೊಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಹಲೋ ಭರತ್ ಸರ್.
hello, yes sir, hello, hello,
ಹಲೋ
ಭರತ್ ಸರ್.
hello.
ಮೊಜಿಲ್ಲಾಗ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದೆ.
ಇರ್ಲಿ ಸರ್,
Chrome ಹೋಗ್ತಿಲ್ಲ.
anything is fine.
ಹಲೋ
Hello, anything is fine sir, any browser is fine. Any browser is fine. Any browser is fine, no problem. Okay, see here print hello world, shift enter, say hello world is going to print. If I type capital letter P, see here black color is going to come, means if I press shift enter there is an error. See, name print is not defined, so it is case sensitive, so always it has to be small letter. See, the advantage of Jupyter Notebook is, see, I am editing here only on the same line. But the disadvantage of IDL is you need to copy and paste the program and write it. That is what is the disadvantage of IDLE. So advantage of Jupyter Notebook is this only. I can edit here only on the same line. Okay. So understood first program. Okay. So now if I press second, see here green color box indicates that you are in this second line. First line is over. So you are in second line. So that is what is green color indicates, green box. So shift enter is to execute run, or else you have to run, click on this run every time. So better to use shift enter. Okay. Yeah. So now let us go with this 1/3 small integers and float problem. So understand carefully, 1 divided by 3, shift enter, see 0.33333 is the answer. So 12 divided by 4, shift enter, you get 3.0. Okay, so float, so the value will be in float. So please simultaneously go along with me. Okay, next is this format 12 divided by 4. I want 12 divided by 5. I will take the same example. 12 divided by 5, shift enter, 2.4. So I want to get 2.40. So how to get this 2.40? So 2.40 is format 12 divided by 5 comma hyphen 0.2f. Okay, so format 12 divided by 5 comma 0.2f. See here 2.40. Okay, understood? So I have got 2 digit. For example, I want 1/3. So format green color indicates that you are correct. The function is correct. So 1 divided by 3, comma, hyphen. I want 3 decimals. So 0.3f I will type. Okay. Shift enter. See, 0.333 up to 3 decimal. I have restricted my decimal float value up to 3. Okay.
Sir, why does it come in quotes?
Huh?
Why does it come in quotes? 2.4 is in quotes.
This one, huh?
Yeah.
Here I have mentioned quote. That is why. So it will come in quotes only because it has to be defined.
Okay.
Point 3. Okay. So this is how the formatting has done. Next, 2 to the power of 100. If you want to restrict, that is 2 to the power of 100 to output, it is going to come like this: 1.26 into e to the power of 30. Okay. Now let us go with this example. So please type print welcome. That's all. Okay. I will type print let's play. See, now you are seeing 3 different colors. Print, okay. A red color indicates fine, let fine. But after apostrophe s, you are seeing again black. So it indicates that you are doing some error in the programming. See here, it is invalid syntax. So syntax error. So here, what is this syntax? I told you, you must use double quote. So if you use double quote, now you are going to get the answer. Let's play. So since Python is case sensitive, we must little bit. So you usually what is the practice? We will use double quotes only. So whether it is a apostrophe s or not, so we use double quote. Okay. This is regarding strings. So with respect to character odd, so odd a indicates, see here, odd a order. So I will write it as B. Okay. So syntax error. So I need to use 66. So answer is 66. I want the character of this. So CHR 66. You will get B. Okay. So this is how characters are defined. Fine.
Yes, excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir.
Mhm.
Yes, sir. That B, just rewind it. Please pardon this order B.
Order B. So this
I
is
didn't get this.
this you are not getting.
I didn't get, sir. Actually,
Order bracket open inverted comma B. Actually, those are all Unicode, sir. So if I click here, so you will get lot of Unicodes.
no. Actually, I was typing this program. Print let's play. So in meantime, you just start that thing. So I didn't get what.
Oh, you
what
didn't get.
just
Okay,
said.
I will type
I
order
typed.
B. So order B, order A, I will type. So A. So shift enter. So we'll get the answer as 65. So if I want to know character of it, so character 65, if I press, and you will get A.
So how did it come this value?
This is from this.
If I,
This is from Unicode. See, complete character list for Unicode UTF-8. So these are the encoded bytes. So if you want null, you need to enter 00, null value.
okay.
So these are the codes. For example, if I want number 0, so if you type character 30, so you will get answer as 0. Okay. So if I type 53, you will get yes. So for example, here, if I type 53, so character 53, shift enter, see, you will get yes. Understood, sir? See here.
Yes, I got it.
So this is how we are going to do. So usually these embedded encoded characters are used in softwares, CAD softwares. So usually it will understand easily. So exclamatory mark, percentage, dot, and if you want degree, copyright symbol. In textbook writing also, if they are writing using Python, they have to use this UTF-8 Unicode. So that here register symbol will be there, copyright will be there. So if I type C2 C2A9, so here if I type character, here if I type C2A9, so C2A9, actually it must come C2A9. Copyright has to come. So I think up to 79 it will take in Python. So if I type 79, sorry, 0. So it will take up to 79, sir. Like this, you have to practice. So character 79, 55, 35, ash, 35 means ash. So I will send the list so you can practice. This is not that much useful, but to understand what is the basic behind it. So control character slash n means if you want next line. So hello slash n Python. So if I type print print hello backslash. So there is a backslash n Bharat. So hello Bharat. So slash n means it is going to do as entering. So it will go to next line. So if you want two n's here, 2 lines slash n, you can use 2 lines slash n. See here, 1 line is going to come. There is a gap here. So here also you can use slash n. So slash n. See here. So it will go with spaces or next line, next line. Okay. So this is how you can practice all these things. So here string formatting. So if you want to practice this print format ash, so string formatting is there. See here, string formatting. So print format, if I want dot instead of hash, you have to use here everywhere dot. So hello world. Here if you type dash also no problem. See here it is dot, here it is dash. Okay. So this is how the formatting has been done. These are useful in writing textbooks, etc. using Python programming. People were writing textbooks. So instead of they using notebook or earlier they will use some software that is programming one. Nowadays they are using Python for writing some textbooks. It is
Sir, can you
easy.
explain last one, sir?
Print format.
Hello. Yeah, sir.
Yeah, it is formatting. If you want some space, if you want to type, get this hello world exactly at the center. See here, hello world, it is here. I want to make this as center. You can write it here, dash, 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 dash here. And you can write it dash here also. So if you type shift enter, it will come. It is easy. So there is a term known as formatting. So if you want to do some formatting, so format dot is the symbol. Dot how much you want, less than 20. I want less than 20. So I want to add the word hello world and I want dash after that hello world. So I got this as a formatting. This is nothing, just like a formatting heading. If you want a heading like this, you can do heading. Just formatting purpose. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So implicit, explicit, let us no problem with it. So next we will go with Boolean. So implicit, explicit, once the mechanical programming starts, I will explain you that implicit, explicit. Nothing much is there. Only parentheses have to be used. Okay. So true or false. See here, Boolean true or false. Very, very important. 2 is equal to 2. Shift enter, you will get true. 2 is equal to 4. Shift enter, you will get false. So this is Boolean operation. Okay. So 2 not equal to 3. You get answer as true. Correct, right? 2 is not equal to 3. So if I press 2 not equal to 2, you get answer as false. Okay. So this is, so 2 is less than 4. Shift enter, true. 2 9 is greater than 10. Shift enter, false. So 9 is not greater than 10. It is false. Okay. So 9 is greater than or equal to 9. Answer is true because equal is there. So this is how Boolean operation has been solved. Okay. So hello is equal to hello. See, case sensitive. So hello, or else you can write it here. I will write it as hat, HAT, hat is equal to, again I will write small hat. So here you will get answer as false because it is case sensitive. So you have to write capital H only. So if you write capital H, you will get true. So this is how Boolean operations have been solved. Okay. Yes. Understood up to this stage, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Bharat sir,
Yes.
I'm doing in Python ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲೇ ವಿಂಡೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಅನಕೊಂಡ ಹೋಗಿಲ್ಲ.
Okay.
I'm doing in whatever you are telling, no? I'm doing only in Python window.
Ideally, it will do, sir. It will, you will get everything.
Okay.
Here I am having here Python IDLE is also there. See, I have practiced here in Python IDLE also. If you type 2 is equal to 2,
Yeah, I got it.
true answer.
Yeah, I got it.
But here one disadvantage, you cannot able to edit
Yeah.
edit in Python IDLE.
Okay. Why? What happening in my Anaconda page? I'll tell you later. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Bharat sir. Manjunath here.
Yes, sir.
Sir, I have one small doubt. Can we write a fraction in the Boolean, sir? Like 2 by 4 is equals to 1 by 2.
False, sir.
How it false, sir? 2 by 4 is equals to 1 by 2.
2 by 4 is equal to true. It will come half now.
Okay. Okay. Right, sir. Right.
Half is equal to half. So
Yeah.
2 by 4 is equal to 1 by 4. It won't come. False.
Okay, okay, sir, fine.
Okay. Okay. Now, very important thing is I will explain this in a type conversion. So very important. Type conversion.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Actually, I have a question.
Okay.
Here, that line 43.
Yes.
Okay, if I want to delete that 43 line itself, how can I delete that line?
Delete, sir.
Whole line.
Whole line.
That green one.
Here. Cut.
Uh-huh.
Cut.
Cut only. If I cut, it will go.
Yeah, I see. 43 has been removed.
Okay. On meantime, sir, what happened? I was right. I just wrote hello equal to hello. That is small letter with capital letter. Then I just shift enter. I got false. Then below that one, what I type I don't know. But n equal to I am just type and it's like black. It's not like program showing.
Is it? We'll check, sir. We'll check.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just delete it. Okay, no problem.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Please mute, sir. I will go with the next topic. Hello.
My side is mute, sir.
Okay, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I joined like 20 minutes back. Sir, how do I download this Jupyter thing, sir?
Can I explain you this after a while?
Okay, sir. Fine.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. So type conversion. Next is very important. Type conversion. So here type. So it is going to find the type or data type which which the variables is using. Okay. So let us understand one by one. So I will explain you how to find the type of integers, floats, strings, and boolean. Okay. So please observe carefully. I am going to explain directly from the tool. So type, if I type and if I write 2, okay. Just a second. Shift enter, you will get integer.
ಭರತ್ ಸರ್, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜೂಮ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂತೀರಾ ಸರ್?
ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. One second. Now is it fine, sir? No.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
So type, if I write type 4.0, type 4.0. So shift enter, you get float. Okay. So if I write type hi, shift enter, you get, sorry, see here, type, shift enter, string. Okay. So if I write type type true, so if I write type true, so Boolean. Okay. So if I write type false, again you get Boolean. Okay. See here, very, very easy. Now, very important is how you are going to attain this. That is, if I write just 100 plus 22, so print 100 plus 22. So you won't get the answer as 122. For example, if I write print 100 plus 25, I want to get answer as 125. So you won't get answer as 125 because it is a type error. Means you are going to have two function. One is integer and string, and the error says that the programmer says that programming error. You cannot add one is integer as well as string. It will consider as a string. So what you need to do is here also you need to put integer bracket open 25. And if you remove here, see, now you get answer as 125. Understood the importance of type?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is very, very important. Integer plus string not at all possible. So integer is possible. So we will go one by one in lab session now. So always remember string plus integer is not at all possible. Okay. So let us solve some of the example with integers, float, operation, strings, and concatenation. Very, very important. What is concatenation? I will explain you. Addition of two or more string in Python is called as concatenation. Okay. So let us explain one by one. So please listen carefully. Still time is there, 10 minutes. Okay. Now I'm going to explain one by one operation. So before going for operation, so I will start with a new file, day 2-3. So open Python 3. Yeah. So untitled is there. So I will name it as day 2 underscore 3 means third file. Okay. So now as if I use as, so as indicates comments. Please remember this. As indicates comments. Okay. So the program won't give any this thing. It is just a comment. See here, it will come as a comment. Okay. Now I will use another thing in this. There is known as markdown. So markdown is nothing but if I want some, see, markdown means this in is went off. So if I want ash, I will start with integers. Integers plus shift enter. Sorry. Markdown. Ash integers. See here, blue color indicates that is heading. So here I will go another markdown. So I will go with double hash. Means size will reduce. So hash addition. I am doing operation part. Please remember this. So the topic is operation. Okay. So here also I will go with shift enter addition. So I have started with operation. I will go with addition. Please remember carefully. So input is I will go with 5 plus 6. Okay, shift enter. Answer is 11. Okay, easy. Addition is easy. So 7 plus 8. Shift enter. Answer is 50. Okay, now again I will go with markdown. So I will use double hash. I will go with subtraction. So this seems to be easy, but please practice this. subtraction or subtraction. Okay, so shift enter. Now I will use 8 plus 9 minus 5. So shift enter, answer is 12. So 8 plus 8, 16, 16 plus 1, 17 minus 5 is 12. Okay. So this is with respect to subtraction. Again, I will go with markdown. Again, double hash. You can use triple hash also. So multiplication, multiply. So if I use multiply, so here 5 star bracket open 5 plus 6. So usually it uses BODMAS rule, that is bracket order, division, multiplication, addition and subtraction. It will go like that. So answer is 55. Okay. So 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 into 5 is 55. Okay. So next is again I will click on markdown. So double hash division. So shift enter. So I will use 15 divided by 3. You will get float 5.0. Okay. So the float value. So if you want to check this is a float, means you need to type answer as 15 by 3. So shift enter, you get an answer as float. So that is a float. Okay. So by chance, if I write 5.23000 235 2312000, so Python will remove the unnecessary zeros. So only 5.2312 is going to be appear. Okay. So if I want to multiply 5 into 6.0, so we'll get answer in float 30.0. Okay. If I want square root, that is to the power of something. So 2 to the power of 4, I want something. Please use double star, 2 to the power of 4. So shift enter, you will get answer as 16. Okay. So if I want square root, that is 9 square root. So 9 double star. Okay. So 9 double star 1 divided by 2 square root. So shift enter, you will get answer as 3.0 in terms of float. Why? Because 1.2 is 0.5, it is a float. Okay, so it gives the answer as float. So these are all just basics. Okay. Next, this is with respect to integers, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Okay, and square root. Now we will go with strings. So I will use markdown. So I will go with the hash strings. Okay. So now it is very, very important. Please observe carefully. I will use spam or I will use spam mail. Spam. So next plus mail. MAIL. So if I press shift enter, see you will get answer as spam mail. There is no space. If you want space, make this hash that is double quote space mail. You get answer in terms of spam space mail. Spam mail. Okay. Now, if I write 3 plus 3, please listen carefully. 3 plus 3. What is the answer you are expecting? You are expecting 6 or you are expecting 33?
Error. Error.
33, sir.
Yeah, it is answer is 33, means you are adding string plus string. So it is considered as string. Okay. Please remember this. It is a string. If you want answer as 6, you have to type integer 3 plus integer 3. Then only will get 6, or else it will be considered as string. Please remember this. Okay. So how to check whether it is a string or not? So I will assign a is equal to 3 plus 3. Okay. Shift enter. So I will write type A. Shift enter. See, it will give me the value as string. Okay. Understood, everyone? So if I want to type, for example, 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus I will type 4. What is the answer you are going to expect? Whether it is an error or whether you will get answer as 3 plus 3, 6, 10, or 4 plus
It's
24.
error, sir.
Error.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it is error because the program doesn't know whether it is a string or an integer. Okay, so it is a error. So whether you all need to enter with respect to -1 full. So if I press, you will get 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is considered as a string. Okay, or else you have to type 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4. So you get answer as 10. Understood? So no, you must not mix integer and string. This is very, very important with respect to this thing. Next, if I want to multiply high, that is my string, I will use string, and I am going to multiply 5 times. So you'll get high 5 times. Okay. So you are multiplying string with a integer. By chance, if you want to multiply string with a float, is it possible? You will get an error. See here, it is showing can't multiply sequence by non-integer of type float. So you must not use float. You must use only string with integer. So always remember, please remember, multiply string to integers. It is possible. It is not possible to multiply float with a string. Okay. So this is with respect to type. You have you understood type, right? Type conversion. So for example, if you want string 2 plus string 5, so you will get answer as 25. Okay. So if you want integer means int2 plus int5 means you will get answer as 7. So int2 plus int5, you will get answer as 7. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Sir, 25, how it is?
This 25 because it is string. String means it is going to just add 2 and 5 simultaneously, means it is going to combine, it is not going to add.
Oh, it's coming two numbers. Okay.
Reason, sir?
Yes, sir. String means you are going to combine 2 words. If I add here something like a hi, and if I plus how are you, means it is going to, sorry, everything has to be in inverted comma. If alphabets are, see, hi, how are you are combining string. Integer means
Yes,
you
sir.
are
Yes.
adding.
Understood.
Yeah. So this is with respect to exponential you have done. No.
Correct, sir.
Yes.
Hello. String means combining the words, right?
It will combine.
Combining. Yeah. Any number of words.
So if I press Python, so print plus Python 4. So concatenation is addition of 2 or more strings. So if I use here, See, integer plus string, you cannot add. So you have to multiply. Python, 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 Python. Okay. That is what I have explained here.
Integer we have to multiply. String we have to combine.
Yes, yes, yes. So high into 4, high into 4.0. This is what is explained in the next. Next part is small part for today's class. So exponential you have understood. Okay. So this square root you cannot use. You have to import NumPy. Then you can use square root. Import math if you want 9 to the power of, or if you have to import math. So if you press import math, then you can use sqrt, square root of 9. See, square root is not defined. Actually, you have to import NumPy. Later, you have to import math. Then NumPy in math. Then you will get the answer. Or else you will have to use 9 to the power of 9 double star answer 0.5. If you use, you will get answer as 3.0. Okay. Actually, you have to import a library, NumPy library. Then from NumPy library, you have to import math. Then you will get sqrt, or else you won't get it. Okay. That we will look into the aspect later, third week. Okay. Before that, still lots of things are there. So now last part is variable. Sir, I will explain this and we will have a doubt session. Last part is variable. So what is variable is a name that is associated with a value. Okay. So it has an assignment indicator. For example, if you take x is equal to 5, x is a variable, is equal to is assignment. You are assigning the value of 5. So value can be integer, float, or string. Okay. So I will type this as in laboratory session. See here, x is equal to 5. So it will take x is equal to 5. So print x. If I write print x, so we'll get answer as 5. Okay. So print x is equal to 5. Understood? So you can write it as y is equal to string. Y is equal to string also you can write. My name is Bharat. If I want to write. Okay. So shift enter. You have assigned the value. So if you write print y. So my name is Bharat. So variable is in the sense means x is a variable or num1, num2, etc. You are assigning with the help of is equal to some value. Yes, x is equal to something. Okay, understood? So if I want, I will send this file also to you tomorrow. I will send to them. They will send the files to you, and I will send the recordings also. So if you meantime, if you are having any doubts, you can mail me or you can WhatsApp me. From today onwards, please practice programming. So from tomorrow, we are going with statements. So if statement, if else, etc., etc. Input values, then statements. Okay. So tomorrow's session is an important session. If else, ellipse, and we are going with some while loops if possible, or else while loops, up to while loops we are covering tomorrow. Okay. So if you are having any doubts, please ask me. So please
still
practice.
some students they want to join from tomorrow, sir. The first class will be tomorrow for them.
Okay.
I think. Yeah. So about the studies in today's class, they don't know about all this now. So we'll
I will
start from
send let them join tomorrow. I will send this recording to them. I will start the class for them by 5:30 so that it will be covered for them.
Okay.
You can join by 6:30. For them, I will start by 5:30 tomorrow. Yes, Ashok sir.
Sir, can I share my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Disable. I cannot. You have to admit me to share.
Now you can share, sir. I hope all have understood.
1 minute.
Yes, sir.
Sir, 1 minute. Can you see that, sir?
Yes, yes, yes.
But, this is
Wait.
what I am getting, sir.
Correct. You click here, sir.
This is
New,
the screen.
new.
Where,
Here,
sir?
here. New. Python 3.
Here only, no?
Python 3. That's all over.
Okay.
It will open in
1
another
minute.
tab.
Okay.
Now it will
So
be.
now here you have to keep right.
Close.
It can stop working and
No.
close the program.
Ideally, no problem.
Okay, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಓಕೆ. So
Uh,
here we can keep.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ untitled ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, untitled. If you click on untitled, you can rename and you can start. Untitled only Jupyter ಪಕ್ಕ. Untitled. It is like same like CAD, sir. CAD. ಇದು Google Sheet. It is like same Google Sheet. That's all. You can type. Hello.
Hello, sir. Hello. ತಗೊಂತಿಲ್ಲ ಅದು.
Rename.
Hello, sir.
Click on rename, sir. Rename.
Rename.
Space code. There
Error.
space 2. Rename.
Sorry, internet connection is unstable.
ಅಲ್ಲ ಸ್ಲೋ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ನಿಮ್ದು.
ನೆಟ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್.
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ನೆಟ್ ಲೋಕಲ್ ಹೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್, ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ಓಪನ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
Okay, if anyone has doubt, so Saklein Raja has asked sir how to install. It is very easy. So please go to Anaconda website. Okay. So if you go to Anaconda website, okay. So anaconda.com. So if you go to anaconda.com/products-individual, or else if you type anaconda.com, usually it will open. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So here go to last part. Last. So here you will get an option whether you want to install with Windows, Mac or Linux. So if you are Windows, if it is a 32-bit, you install 32-bit software. If it is a 64-bit, you install 64-bit software. It is one-click software. So click on this, install. Once you install, it is going to
Mac, sir.
Yeah, Mac also it is fine. Here also you can install Mac.
Okay, sir. So which one, the first one or the second one, sir?
Whether I don't know whether yours is 64-bit or 32-bit.
64-bit, sir.
64-bit means here 64-bit is available.
Okay.
64 it is there, right? 433 MB.
Okay.
Both are 64-bit. You install this one, graphical installer. Don't install command line installer. Okay. So graphical installer, once it is there, in start button it is available in Anaconda 64-bit. Open Anaconda Navigator. If you open Anaconda Navigator, so on a navigator looks like this, Anaconda Navigator. Okay, with full of softwares available. So install Jupyter Notebook for first time. Later, from second time onwards, no need. You have to launch it.
Okay, sir.
See here, n number of softwares are available. So install Jupyter Notebook. Once you install, it will highlight with launch. You click on launch, directly it will open in browser, any of your default browser. My default browser is Chrome. That is why everything is opening in Chrome. Others might be Mozilla or Internet Explorer, etc. etc. Okay? Fine.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, any doubts, please ask me, or else we will end this session. Tomorrow we will discuss. Please, tomorrow don't miss. Tomorrow is going to be very interesting one with all statements. Okay, we are entering into statements straight away. So till now, if you are having any doubts, please ask me. Tomorrow also I will go very slow because statements are very important. For few people, it will take time to understand. For few, it is very easy to understand.
Sir, hello.
Hello.
Sir, this is Riyad Ahmed. You told us to log in with our own ID.
Yeah.
Okay. So where I have to do this?
Huh?
You told me that you have to log in with your own ID in Python.
In Anaconda.
So where we can do this thing?
Here, sign in is available, right? Anaconda Navigator. You can sign in with your account.
Okay.
You can link with Google account of yours. So if any new thing, if they have done with the new software or thing, you will get a notification. That's all. That is one of the advantage. If you won't sign in also, no problem. Okay. Okay, sir. If nothing is there, let us wind up the class. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.